Hey guys, Zerkaa here, and welcome back to my Millwall Career Mode series. And we jump into this episode going straight into a game of Sheffield Wednesday. Obviously, we lost our past two games in the previous episode, and our form bit took a bit of a turn for the worse. So I was hoping to go into this game and at least snatch a result. There was actually no highlights in the first half whatsoever. Nothing really happened. There was that little incident there with Wallison. There's a bicycle kick attempt there with Wallison again, and again, this was a very bland and boring game. Lots of stuff just in the centre of the park. I tried to make a triple substitution there to try and make a difference. And in 90th minute, Henry then hit the post, and the game ended at 0-0, which is quite disappointing. I mean, Sheffield Wednesday aren't the best of teams, and it's probably a team that we would have expected to have taken 3 points from. And obviously, it's a shame that we're not actually scoring goals, because we want to be able to get goals to get players like Wallison and other people's total stats up. So obviously, potential rating is largely affected by goals scored and stuff. The media then reported that Alex Smithies had written in a transfer request, and Alex Smithies is someone that I always sign in Football Manager, so I thought I'd try and give it a go at signing him. So I kind of lowered my transfer budget just to increase my wages. Obviously, I didn't think I could afford his wages, but luckily, as I saw there, his wages only 4,000, so I should have been able to afford him. But he had a 1.1 million price tag, and I wasn't really willing to pay that, so I thought I'd be cheeky and try and submit a lower bid than what his asking price was. I think this is a bit too cheeky of me. I actually offered a 499,000 transfer offer. Don't know why I did 499. I must have thought it looked cheaper for them, but I don't know what I was doing. But then we jump into our second game against Cardiff. Now Cardiff are probably again one of the other favourites to win the league in the Championship currently. Obviously, they got Craig Bellamy in their team. They've got a pretty strong squad overall. So this was a game that I was expecting to be very tough, and that there was just Chris Wood headering it miles over. And get to the 60th minute, and then Cardiff are on the break, and they put in a cheeky cross. It wasn't a cheeky cross, it was really just a bit of a lobbed cross. It's quite high, and then Kim Bo Kyung scored a header. I don't know if he's a new signing for them. I don't recognise him to be in the squad already, but I'm not sure. And then Wallison there definitely should have put that away. He was through on goal and put it miles wide. And we get to the 87th minute, and then Keogh then puts it low drive into the bottom right hand corner, but it's unfortunately saved. We then get a corner from that shot, and it is then I think it's cleared. Yeah, it's cleared. And luckily, Carly Osborne picks up an edge of the area and passes it across to Chris Taylor. And Chris Taylor then passes it to Wallison. Wallison shoots, and luckily it bounced to Bittencourt. And Bittencourt managed to snap up and get a 90th minute goal to manage to bag us a point out of that game, which I wasn't really bothered with. I was really happy with that, because I would happily have taken a draw against Cardiff at the beginning of the game, especially with the current run of form that I had prior to this game. I wasn't really feeling too confident going into it, playing against the kind of favourites to win the league almost. And let me see there that my Alex Smithies transfer offer was rejected, obviously, because they thought the player was too valuable for those. And obviously he's 1.1 million and I only offered 500 grand, or 499 grand even. As you saw there, I was 17th in the league after 5 games with only 1 win, 2 draws and 2 losses. It wasn't the best start of the season. That wasn't the start we was hoping for. Leeds currently top in the league with 5 wins out of 5. And no one likes to see Leeds at top of the league, especially if you're a Millwall fan. And then I thought I would kind of increase my bid for Alex Smithies just a little bit. I definitely wasn't willing to pay 1.1 million for a goalkeeper, because obviously I could probably find a younger goalkeeper who's like foreign in like the transfer market somewhere. So I went with a 700,000, which I thought was kind of there was a chance that they could accept that, I guess. So I sent that in, and then we go into our second round. I think it's the second round of the Capital One Cup, playing against Shrewsbury. Now this is a game that I went into hoping that I could just bag a couple of goals, like in the Southend game. I could just get a ton of goals and kind of get my scoring boots back on, so to speak. But we're going to half-time at 0-0, and not really much chances created, unfortunately. When you jump into the second half, and we start creating a lot more chances. There's Chris Wood there hitting the post, and Taylor then with the follow-up and missing. I think it's a very frustrating game for Chris Wood. They didn't have a shot there, and it was very frustrating. It's like he was creating a lot of chances for himself and getting himself in great positions, but he just couldn't seem to put the ball in the back of the net. Feeney here then shooting and being saved. That probably should have gone in. And again, Chris Wood turning, shooting and saved. And then Bittencourt there with the follow-up in the 90th minute again for the second game in a row to come in and save the day. So that then managed to get us a 1-0 lead in 90th minute against Shrewsbury, and luckily saving the day and gets us through. There you go, full-time, 1-0. Otherwise, we'd have to play, I think, it's either replay or extra time. I'm not really sure what we'd have to play there. But the media then reports about Chris Wood and his inability to score in his recent games. As you see, it says 6 games without a goal for Chris Wood. So that is quite worrying, because you obviously don't want one of your strikers to not be scoring. So hopefully he can bag himself a goal in the next coming matches. But all in all, the past 3 games, it's kind of an improvement on the last episode. Obviously, we had 2 draws in this game and 1 win in the Capital One Cup, and we're through to the next round, which is always promising. So if you enjoyed the video, then please do leave a like, and if you have any feedback or any opinions on the series, then please do leave a comment, and I shall see you guys in the next episode. Goodbye.